Hello and welcome back to Nekopon Gaming. This is Nekopon, and today we're going to be looking at the May Spec banners in Sinnoh Alice. It is coming on May 11th, so that is tonight after maintenance. Today we're going to be previewing all the new weapons that are coming in these banners. We're going to see if they are good, but be sure to check on the other weapons in these banners as well before you roll. I usually don't recommend rolling if the other weapons in the banner are not good for your grid, so please be aware. A friendly reminder that collabs are expected to come soon, one that has not been revealed yet, and the other being Near Replicant Redux, expected for June. So be careful with your crystals if you're interested in the upcoming collabs. Finally, for those that are new to Spec banners, and first of all, welcome to Sinnoh Alice, this is where banners will have class-appropriate featured weapons. They come about once a month. Gunners and Paladins share a banner because they both have magical weapons. Crushers and Breakers share a banner because they're both physical weapons. All of the other classes have their own banners, and while these banners usually sport some of the most powerful weapons in the game, they are never step banners and the weapons cannot be redeemed in the metal exchange. So spend only if you're feeling really lucky or really rich. Otherwise, it's probably a better idea to save for future content. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into the weapons. First, let's look into the magical Vanguard weapons. The first one is Windless Silence. This is a Win 19 cost gun with a total points of 7084. The magical attack is 2551. The skill is Gale of Exorcism 4, deal massive magical damage to one enemy, and the support skill is Dauntless Courage 2. Being the third highest total points of all guns and second highest magical attack of all guns, this is tied with the Skilled Master's gun from March's Spec banner. A fantastically solid gun that deals just great, amazing, single target damage without any frills. There's no complaints here. The next one is the Fallen Soul. This is a Win 19 cost polearm with a total points of 7020. The magical attack is 2573, skill is Evil Thunder of Assault 3, deals great magical damage to 1 to 2 enemies and increase your own magical attack by a small amount. Support skill is Dauntless Courage 2. It is the fourth highest total points of all the polearms and the highest magical attack of all polearms. If you know me, you know I love me some self-attack buff weapons, so this polearm is also an A+ from me. I really like the weapon design as well. I'm a sucker for angelic aesthetics. Next, let's look at the new physical Vanguard weapons. This is Ancient City Dream, a Fire 19 cost hammer with a total points of 7020. The physical attack is 2557 and it has Inferno of Assault 3, deals great physical damage to 1 to 2 enemies and increase your own physical attack by a small amount. Support skill is Dauntless Courage 2. It is the fifth highest in total points as well as P attack for hammers. Again, with the self-attack buffing weapons and Dauntless Courage 2, you really can't go wrong with this weapon. Another fine weapon into the Spec banner line, although I have to imagine Crushers are in quite the pickle right now. One great banner after another. If I were in your shoes, I'd probably have caved and bought some crystals from the More Twilight Crystals sale. The next one is Exploiting Heat Crystal. This is a Fire 19 cost sword with a total points of 7036. Has physical attack of 2561 and skill is Torch of Destruction 4. Deal massive physical damage to one enemy. Support skill is Dauntless Courage 2. Has the fourth highest in total points of all swords and the second highest physical attack of all swords. Same as the gun, it is a pure single target damage sword without any extra frills. It is solidly great with no complaints. For those that are new to Sinnoh Alice, generally the skills that don't have additional effects like buffs or debuffs will deal more damage in comparison to a skill that does have additional effects. So even though weapon skills like Torch of Destruction doesn't have a buff, the difference is made up in damage. Next, let's take a look at the new Rearguard weapons. The first one is Exquisite 6-stringed guitar. This is a Fire 19 cost instrument with a total points of 7090. It has a physical attack of 2406 and physical defense of 1301. It comes with Champion's Harmony to moderately increase the physical attack and physical defense of 2 allies, and it comes with Support Boon 2. It has the second highest total points of all instruments, fourth highest physical attack, and second highest physical defense. Of course, the Support Boon 2 is also fantastic. This weapon has actually been buffed from JP, where the primary skill was actually Warrior's Rondo 2, only buffing physical attack for 2 allies. For this weapon, only get this if you have 3 to 5 physical Vanguards in your team, and you've been facing physical Vanguards as opponents. If your team is mostly focused on having magical vanguards, you will not get good mileage out of this weapon. Next, we have Book of Night. This is a Water 19 cost tome with a total points of 7096. It has a physical attack of 2521 and physical defense of 1342. It has Incantation of Shackles 2, reduce the physical attack and physical defense of 2 enemies by a moderate amount. Comes also with Support Boon 2. It has the highest total points and physical attack of all books, and second highest in physical defense, just next to the last month's book of Temporal Wisdom. Again, Support Boon 2 is great, and similarly to my opinion on the instrument, only get this if you have physical vanguards and have been facing more physical vanguards. You won't get as much mileage out of this if your team doesn't have enough physical vanguards to take advantage of the physical defense down. With that said, the game is pushing more towards physical now, so we will probably be seeing more and more physical vanguards in the future. Next we have the staff. This is Life Choice, a Fire 19 cost staff with a total points of 7084. It has a physical defense of 1328 and magical defense of 1326. It has Staff of Protection to moderately heal 2 of your allies and increase their magical defense by a small amount, and Recovery Support 2. It has the second highest points of all staffs, 4th highest in physical defense, and 3rd highest in magical defense. It's really hard to go wrong with a 2-target staff with Recovery Support 2 in our current weapon progression in Sinnoh Alice. This is a solidly good staff, A+. Lastly, we have the artifact that is Inverted Limit of Time, a Fire 19 cost artifact with the total points of 7086. Magical attack is 2515. Skill is Evil Blaze of Protection 3, deal great magical damage to 1 to 2 enemies and increase your own magical defense by a small amount. The support skill is Dauntless Courage 2. It has the 3rd highest in total points out of all of the artifacts. It has the 5th highest magical attack, so why not? This is a good artifact as well. While I'm not as celebratory about self-defense buffs, this is still a great artifact based on stats and Dauntless Courage 2. Alright, thanks so much for making it to the end of the video. If you want to win 100 Twilight Crystals, the May Royal Creator Support campaign is running now. The link will be in the comments and description below, where filling out the questionnaire will enter you into a raffle where 50 people can win 100 Twilight Crystals. This time you will have to enter a special keyword to know that you've watched my video. My secret keyword is involved carrot, INVOLVED CARROT. So don't forget to put that in when you fill out the questionnaire. If you plan on rolling on this, I am praying for good luck for you, and I hope you get exactly what you want. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed your time here with me today, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more Sinnoh content in the future. Bye!